The thing with developing independent personalities is that you really have to treasure your principles. Principles are simply the rules that you live by within your life, and they should not be broken that easily. Listen to some of the examples from Tessa Thompson.
I don't have a party trick. I've never eaten an egg, and people seem to be really shocked by that. So, when I don't have something to say to.
Just to be clear, I'm not sure if this was an actual rule for her to not eat an egg, but to not eat a whole egg for your entire life, that's really impressive. When you value your own principles, you're showing other people that you're living life the way that you want to live it. And that's independence. Let's look at another example.
But you can't, I think you don't eat beef.
I don't eat beef, but I eat beef-flavored things. I'm what they call a flexitarian.
I see, okay.
Just sort of,
Prior to this, I had no idea what a flexitarian is, but she really believed in that principle and she lived by it. On a side note, if you have a friend that is trying to repeatedly make you break your own principles, that's not a friend. If you like what you see so far, hit that like button so that I know to make more stuff like this. Another key for developing independence is not treating every single opportunity as they are scarce. Because when you start to behave like this, you start to actually change into a complete different person. Listen to what Tessa says about this.
In an environment of scarcity, sometimes you feel like you have no choice. Any yes you get, you gotta take it.
Correct.
Because much defined by the things that you don't do as by the things that you do.
Notice that one of the things that she mentioned is that you are just as much defined by the things that you don't do as much as by the things that you are doing. Not every opportunity is good, only select the ones that actually fits you. And it is really when you feel like you don't have to take on every single opportunity that you're actually having freedom and choice. This next one, I don't feel like a lot of people are actually doing this, and it is claiming your worth. Look how Tessa actively pursues correction when she felt like she did not get the score that she actually deserves.
You got 3 out of 5?
Well, I think I got 4.
Most of society is based on merits. If you really earned it, don't be afraid to claim it. By doing this, you're not just being independent, this is the natural thing to do. To put it simply, please don't sell yourself short. This next tip sounds kind of weird, but you have to remember to nurture what you like. You know how sometimes we get into like friendships or relationships and we start to neglect our own interests because we are prioritizing the group's interests. So naturally, it's so easy for our personality to just disappear. We have to actively notice what we like, enjoy, and then maintain it.
This might be my favorite so far.
There we go.
It's dancing. If the last one was dancing in the back of the tongue, this one is on the front.
And maybe even wearing shoes.
Elizabeth Olsen, by the way, is my favorite Hot Ones interview of all time.
Having these preferences is not only good for you, but it is necessary for you as a person.
His name is Ricky. He's a golden doodle.
That used to be my dream dog.
Oh, well, you can have him if you want.
I mean, maybe I could borrow him and just...
Think of people coming together as kind of like a dish. Each dish has a lot of different food combinations and spices, and each person is like one of those components, and they have to be very distinct to be able to provide texture, and together they create an amazing dish. You have to remember to hold on to the unique differences and flavors that makes you who you are. Now we're down to our last tip. Wow, time moves so fast. And this is, you have to really know what makes you feel confident. We all have times where we really feel doubtful about ourselves. So that's why we have routines or habits that to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves to make sure that we feel confident. Listen to Tessa Thompson here.
I feel the most beautiful when I haven't looked in the mirror in a long time. I'm okay to look in the mirror. I can do. You feel free. I think whenever I feel free is...
It's the small things that we really have to pay attention to about ourselves so that we are not easily influenced or controlled by our environment. And then when we're actually in control, that's when independence starts. So look back in your past experiences for things that really remind you of who you are as a person, and keep that as part of your small routines so that you can recover and replenish yourself. Drop in the comments to let me know what you guys think, and if you want to learn more about how to deal with people-pleasing tendencies, you can jump onto a different video and I will talk to you over there.